sir.
Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is Jehovah. Welcome to War of Rights, a special Friday edition of the channel. I got a lot of stuff going on next week, so I'm probably not going to be able to record tomorrow's event. Today we had special guests on, Evan Hayes, of course, and with us was Gary Edelman from the American Battlefield Trust. If you missed that, go back. That was the drill we did. We had a ceremony for the 52nd New York, and Gary was around for portions of the first battle. And then second battle, it's just back to normal, just little old me and another battalion attack. So we're going to see the Union second attack here. This time on the Nichodemus Hill, going after those Confederates. And on the battalion stuff, I like to stop running my mouth so much and get in close to the boys so that you can hear the conversation. So we'll do a good deal of that as well. So thank you for being here.
Camp had to come like 10 minutes to kill me in the pad. Like, no.
Denk dran, der Revolver darf nicht benutzt werden. Pack den mal schön weg.
Well, since the 56 is a skirmish unit now, should they be at the far right?
Keine Revolver.
Yeah, well, we're gonna reorganize companies. 8th Alabama.
Which one?
Both. You're gonna be on the right flank. The 18th is really small now because everyone had to leave, or a lot of people had to leave.
So we gather together as one unit.
Yes.
Alright.
Greenberg, organization.
You can see what he's talking about there. It looks like we dropped about 30 people from that first match. So if you have joined the stream, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. And if you're wondering, I took a day off to be here with you guys today, because these are that important. I typically do not do Fridays, so this is a Saturday channel. If you're going to join us in the future, come back on Saturdays. That's when we typically will stream these events. I'll occasionally get in on a Friday if I can. But the work life keeps me busy. But it's stuff that I love to do, so I'm very lucky to have it. And to get to do what I love to do for a living. It's pretty special. Speaking of living, I don't know how long these Confederates have left on this world when those Yankees start attacking and launching cannonballs this way. They do have a battery over there. This represents Jeb Stewart's horse artillery up on Nicodemus Heights. Right there. This is land that is not currently controlled by the Trust or by the National Park. Private land in real life, so hopefully someday they'll be able to secure this spot and we'll get to visit there and see this portion of the battlefield. I've driven over here. The farm's still there. It doesn't look like it does in game, but there's a farm there still, and it's a working farm. The Miller area. And so I drove this way looking for Nicodemus Heights when I was there, and there's a little road that cuts off through the woods, and it goes up this way, and I think I saw the Heights. It's like a little back road, and you can go beside it. I think I saw the property, but it's hard to tell without markers, to be completely honest with you. I was basically going by the in-game look of the terrain to try to get close. That's how good Campfire Games does it. Hey, Smurfin, thanks, man. Yeah, I think I will. I don't know how I'm going to do that on YouTube yet. I'll probably break it up like normal, but I could not. I couldn't see not putting anything Gary had to say, on the channel. He was so nice to come and help us out today. The more attention we can draw to those boys, the better, right? And what a donation by the 52nd New York. Yeah, wow, that was impressive. And a lot of that money came out of their own pockets. We'd love to get to a point where we can, draw in viewers that aren't necessarily in War of Rights, but just love the Civil War and love this kind of reenactment, and maybe we can get those people to shake loose some change as well.
By the right flank.
By the right flank. Deploy skirmishers.
By the right flank. Deploy skirmishers.
But I think the 52nd is going to be very pleased how the Trust uses them, because they do such a wonderful job at these battlefields. And I've already promised Frank, if they do put up a plaque or anything, because we don't, no promises, we don't know what they're going to do with the money. They may just do educational stuff in the classrooms. Who knows? But if they put a monument up, I'll go and I'll find it and I'll film it. Since you guys can't be there. Hey, Kotzer, thanks for the raiding party. I appreciate it. Raiding with a party of 5. I appreciate that. We got a table over here. If you'll follow me.
Ihr seht sie Richtung Osten, Jungs, auf die Kanonen und die Kanoniere.
We have appetizers, but all we have today, unfortunately, is a bunch of Yankee Jam. Nobody likes Yankee Jam. So we got the skirmishers out here up front. 56 Virginia. Captain Slaughter.
Whoa.
Jackson Williams.
Rip.
Fire.
All right, and they're harassing the artillery, and you can see the Union artillery here. 1st New York attached to the 52nd New York. All right, and the Union infantry. No, this is more skirmishers. No, this can't be skirmishers, right? 52nd New York's too big for skirmishers. Maybe they are. They are working all spread out in skirmish formation. You can see they're approaching the whole Confederate line here. So that's dangerous for the Union here. And the rest of their troops, okay, they're marching back here behind the fence. And they're coming out this way. Letting the skirmishers lead the way. Hey, 60 people watching, yeah, during the drill. That's pretty nice. Well, they weren't there to watch me, I can promise you that. It's not often you can get a guy like Gary Edelman to come to your channel to do that. How incredibly nice for him to take his time like that.
One rank. Hold. One rank.
Do you see them?
And we're just going to make 11 a regular fixture on this channel as well. Canopy doing a great job bringing us together and helping us out to contact the trust.
Left. Hey, 39, take a step to your left. Left step.
Do that.
Left step.
And congratulations, Smurfin, for your 51st win in that tournament. I missed that.
Guide center. Forward.
I told Frank I must have missed my invite on that one, buddy. I don't know what suit I left it in.
Quick time, forward march.
All right, here they go, moving out. Skirmishers have spotted the enemy, and now the main line coming up. Very historical.
Company.
Doing it proper.
One rank.
Yeah, I'm not sure if 60 at a time's a record. It probably is. I don't really pay attention to that shit. You know, I do this as a hobby.
Oh, God.
Come on, man.
I don't have any aspirations to be a massive YouTuber. It would be fun to get to monetization. We're almost there. Gotta set little goals for yourself, you know, to know that you're constantly improving, and constant improvement, man, that should be first on everybody's mind when you're living your life. We can constantly learn and constantly get better. And you can see it right here on this channel. We watch the UEC become a thing. I mean, we have videos on this channel back when they called themselves the EU. So it shows how these companies grow together. And of course, you know, we all grow together. So the Union taking a brutal beating from Confederate rifles. Oh my God. Horrible artillery blast. 52nd New York still standing. Only killed a couple.
In retreat march.
We hear the in retreat march. O'Keefe getting his boys back. He's got a lot of letters to write already. And you can see the boys falling back. So the Confederates, once again, doing their job on defense, preventing the Union to come across that field and dislodge them from Nicodemus Heights. So many talented players in this game.
Well done, Mr. Greenberg.
And this might look easy.
Thank.
Hey, McThorgy, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate that.
GG, guys.
We're trying to grow an empire here.
The battalion once we are doing that again.
All right, and the 56 going out there to find the enemy.
Nach links.
They didn't go far.
Marschieren.
Yankees just went back to the fence, lick their wounds a bit, get their men back in order.
Dann müsste es auch einen Bugel vergeben.
So, bin wir da.
Ich bin dein Rear Rank.
Good. First company. On the right file. Take intervals. March.
Kurze Information, uns fehlen ungefähr 5 Mann.
So this looks like one company of the 52nd. Hey, there's Smurfing right there. I saw UN ulti earlier. Just didn't want to interrupt what the other guys were saying on the stream. Jimmy Neutron right there, ulti. They're all standing right side by side. We know all those boys.
Geht zu euren Einheiten. Maximum.
Ihr seid jetzt wieder die First Company. Könnt ihr die dort vorne sehen? Ja, das kann ich sehen.
And a special treat for the Friday event. I never get to see the 39th because they don't play on Saturday. So it's always a good treat to see these boys around when I can come in on Friday.
You should just to the right of the flag.
All right, the skirmishers are out doing their job, screening their army as they move up to the Union left, Confederate right. And Confederates getting in formation to march out well.
Mr. Farley, recall the skirmishers. Never mind, Mr. Farley, never mind. Do you have vision on the enemy, gentlemen?
Within.
Mr. Greenberg, would you do the honors?
Yes.
Fire by battalion!
Greenberg fired up. I love it. Oh my God, a massive volley coming in. 8th Florida taking the brunt of it. Half the company falling in unison from that massive volley of the Union line, and here they come. Frank and the boys out there giving a little bit of pressure. Thought the Union was coming out, but it looks like they're just going to stay here. They've got better cover.
Battalion! Hey!
Battalion! Company to the left line.
Fire!
Simultaneous volley, and the Confederates really taking down the center of that Union line. Fence ain't always going to help you, boy. The guys getting the reloads in.
2 steps left. Yeah, thank you.
You want to marry me?
First company loaded.
Follow what Frolic says.
Thank you,
Spence.
Recover!
See the flagman going down right beside us.
Recover.
Hey!
Take aim.
Just
Fire!
not too close.
Nice shots. Very good.
Leave a gap for one person in the center.
You can hear ulti there giving orders. Or repeating them.
Jimmy, at the best, please face to the front. Otherwise, my first man can't see anything.
And you can just hear the lead being slung by the Confederates.
First company, hey!
Same
targets.
Don't pick up the flag.
Fire!
First company.
Auf die Brust zielen von denen.
Ich kann nicht mal den Kopf sehen. Ja, ich sehe niemanden.
That's right, man.
Jeez, look at the ragdolls.
Ja, aber hat
Oh, another brutal artillery blast.
Nah, Aldi, how you survived that?
Killing a single man.
First company lit.
Everyone around you blew up, but
Don't get me a dirty reps.
Rank, Schneider.
Seht ihr jetzt?
Firing.
6 Mann, Sir.
Company's a little spread out here. Frank and his
First company,
skirmishers.
right face.
Right face.
Counter march. Buffalo right. March. That's a double march.
We're just rallying right now.
First company,
Wisconsin's on the right, Minnesota's on the left, right?
Yes, 2 lines to the center.
I'm stuck in the green.
Here the guys are having a great time.
I can't. It's glitched. Then I have to.
Minnesota B or A?
Why do you want to respawn?
One of them.
I have to respawn.
Please stay.
Oh, so annoying.
All right, we'll take a look at the Confederates. Hey, Kotzer, I'm good, man. Yeah, and thanks for the raid. I'm having a great time this weekend.
Battalion.
Super fortunate to have friends like you guys that fight in these awesome matches every weekend and invite me along. It's a real honor. Oh, you see the guys going down after that.
Nope.
Confederates are coming with the sticky point of the bayonet. Here they go. The Union gunners bracing for impact, but they are no match to the Confederate infantry. And here come the Union on the counterattack. You hear the huzzah. A lot of Confederates going down in this charge. And the Union infantry hasn't really even responded. But the Confederates still going down. Wow, that's an incredible defense by the 52nd coming up here and helping out their gunners. And that was Winter's guy, so that's the side that's not acting as skirmishers, they're acting as line infantry, and that's why they have the permission to get out there and mix it up. In the UEC, you don't have that. They tell their skirmishers not to engage with the bayonet unless they're connected to an actual unit. Hey Hunter, thanks for being here. Hello to you. Appreciate all you guys being here and talking in the chat. Hey Willy Wonky. It's a great name.
Yeah. Fun.
And you see we got flags laying on the ground here. Sergeant Brickle.
War das?
Ich wollte noch an Hendricks Leiche vorbei, aber dann waren sie schon auf mir.
Ich glaube der hier, der mit dem
And you can see the Confederates have skedaddled. They are no longer in that position, and man, they have made a lot of progress in a short period of time. Looks like they're all the way up here now.
Yep.
I'm gonna take another stab at it after they were obliterated in that last charge. And this is a good position, hides them, if you will, from the artillery of the Union at this point. But they may have to get up to that stone wall pretty quick, because here come the boys in blue.
They're moving to the fence.
And you heard them. Fritz saw it. Old Danny boy with the eyeballs of a younger man. He can see all the way across that field, and he can see those Union flags moving this way. Oswald bringing up the blue wave to the point of contention. And they'll occupy another fence.
First company, prepare to hold.
Hold.
Und pressen, second company.
Guide center, dress to the colors.
Guide center,
First company,
dress the colors.
dress left.
Dress to the left.
Dress left first.
So, für die, die es noch nicht haben, Bajonett fixen, drauf machen.
Deva, geh mal in den Ring bitte.
Im Weg?
Ring, genau.
Entschuldigung. Danach eine Left Dress.
Was that ulti? Excuse me?
Press line, guide center.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You're in command.
Cheeky bastard shot.
Oh, you know what? Why not? Fire by battalion, ready.
Fire by battalion.
Remember, I do third-person videos, but a lot of guys in this match are recording their own matches, so make sure to seek out these people on YouTube. Check out their channels as well. We all grow together, my friends. You see the flags being so close to the fence line. This guy got spawned in right there. Chris Jung.
Chris saw death then, holy shit.
Got lucky. Oh! Got lucky again. Ulti sprayed with brains as Confederate artillery rains in to the 51st and the 2nd Delaware. Wow. Confederate guns.
Ready.
We have the second company right dress.
We know how deadly some of these artillery guys are, and I bet I know who this one is before I even look at them. You guessed it. It's Tim and the boys from 8th Alabama. This is one of the most deadly artillery crews in War of Rights, in my opinion. And the Yankees really in a bad spot here. And here come the Confederate infantry. So they're about to mix it up. Oh, and no, they've got them dialed in. They can't stay on this fence. They are going to be completely destroyed. Although you can see those cannonballs not killing as many. Still seeing the red splash, but not many guys actually dying in those. So, very heads-up move by the Union to have such great cover here. But now they have more to worry about than enemy cannonballs. Yep, it's a line battle event. This is the battalion event. They do these once in a while. So not as much action that we have in a normal week. If you guys are new to the channel, normally we play a more traditional style of War Rights on this channel, the UEC guys, but this is kind of a special weekend. And if you're wondering what it looks like, just go over to the YouTube channel, Jehovah, J-O-E-H-O-V-A. You know it because you're here. And you can see over 2 years of these battles. Wow, look at that incredible volley. And you can watch the UEC grow up and become a thing. It's pretty interesting.
By the right flank at the double march.
By the right flank.
So it looks like the Union finally tired of getting completely demolished on that fence line. They're moving out. Ooh, they almost didn't get to take that flag with them. Captain David, oh, face in the dirt. He's calling him out for saving the flag. Didn't have a chance to do it. He's going for the flag, son.
Yeah, just pick one up. Back to the others.
You see Toby there, guiding him back.
Got one flag. Need one volunteer.
Okay. You hear Toby calling for volunteers. He's volunteering for a purple or a green Heart of Valor, and that's Schaefer. We know Schaefer, and Stricker's going with him.
Okay.
Not asking a man to do. Okay, looks like the other guys already came in and got it. Not asking a man to do what he wouldn't do himself. So I wouldn't necessarily call that enemy territory, but they were certainly under fire.
Battalion.
Private Surge.
Right face.
Right face.
Forward march.
My command.
Here, head of the column to the left, march.
Private Zeri, Sergeant Xverus, you are under my command now.
Over the fence.
Yeah.
Xverus to my left.
Alright, the Union on the move.
First up and over.
Going toward the enemy. You see the skirmishers already clearing out this area. Frank doing a great job with these skirmishers. Winters is here as well, so it looks like the whole 52nd. There's old David Morgan. Private Wolf. We know these guys from the drill. Oh, it sounds like Frank just caught a bullet.
First company, fire company, make ready.
And the Confederates up close and personal. Union trying to hide from the Confederate artillery. Trying to find a position that's safe. I'm not sure this is one of them. Confederates can still fire behind this house.
Richard, nach rechts dann.
Pick the flag up. First company, zielt rechts. First company A. Take aim. Howard, nochmal bitte. First company A. Aim, first company. Rechts vom Howard. Recover. First company, recover. Arms.
Hey, thanks, Kotzer. Appreciate you coming by.
My command.
Well, you can hear the rebel yell. These things ping-ponging back and forth. I don't have a T key. I'd show you the clock. We got 22 minutes left in this one. Down to 150 men. High water mark on the server today was in the 180s, I believe, 170, 180s.
Solange wir uns sammeln, lass die Skirms draußen.
Second Rogers zu Wurf.
First kommen die Amerikaner treffen.
Aufhören zu sterben.
Rechts randrissen.
And Captain Frank
Das mit dem Aufhören zu sterben war ein Befehl.
giving orders to his boys. Keeping the Kurds on their heels. And who we have here? Confederate skirmishers of the 56th.
Rechts beim Haus.
And the regular Confederate line now out in the field, marching toward the Union. Actually in behind the Union, at the 52nd back there. Oh, direct artillery blast there. Must have just took somebody's head off because it didn't seem to break a big hole in him.
Hawk, you're staying alive. Wow.
Immer nacheinander, Jungs. Nicht
Lemuel there on our left.
Und den Double Quick in die Linie ab. Zügig.
Double time into line.
First company.
He sees him. He wants to swing around on him and hit him.
Double company. First company, double quick march.
And now the fence has cover. So let's see what the Confederates can do. But they've got their backs to the enemy artillery, and that is dangerous.
Give them hell, Hawk. We'll do it. Nice shot.
Colonel alive? Anything alive?
I am alive.
You can see Union troops in the background moving past the Confederate line to get to their comrades.
Oh, we dragged them out of our lands, so.
A brutal fire coming in from the Union. They're standing their ground, but they're paying a heavy price for it. You can see the bodies already telling the tale. And they're starting to evacuate the area. There's Walsh and Keith and the boys trying to get their guys out of there in one piece. And they'll swing over to the Confederate right, the Union, I'm sorry, the Confederate left, the Union right.
Right, I'm behind you.
Company, quick time.
I'm dead.
Flags to me, gentlemen. Flags to me. Flags to me.
You heard Captain Hogg there yelling out he was dead? Sounded like it was by artillery blast.
Hopping over.
And so the armies are exchanging sides of the field as the Union retreats away. They'll be swinging around very shortly.
on the other fence.
Alright, let's see if everyone knows this command.
Todd throwing out some new commands to the boys. All right, you see we found the very edge of the battlefield here. That's way back by the North Woods. Look at this. So where we are on the battlefield, so you guys know, I should have done this earlier. There's Nicodemus Heights right there. That is your West Woods that you're looking at right there. That's the Miller Farm. That's the Miller Cornfield, straight out ahead. The Hagerstown Turnpike, as they like to tell me I'm saying it wrong. The Hagerstown Turnpike right here, you can see that, where that bloody action with the Louisianians happened. And then off in the distance, you can see the area where Douglas's men were, Dunker Church being down this road also. And that's where, up on that hill beside the Dunker Church, you see the position of Stephen D. Lee's artillery the morning of this battle. And Doubleday, I believe, was sent to remove the Confederates from these heights because they were exchanging cannon fire over the cornfield, which was called artillery hell. So they needed to quiet these guns, and all they did was move Jeb off into the to the West Woods a little bit. All right, and so behind the Miller Cornfield, you can see the East Woods off in the distance. That is the East Woods. And then you have your North Woods here, basically the attacking position of the Union Army that morning, at least on this side of the battlefield, under Hooker, who was injured early and taken off the field. So the Union lost a lot of good leadership over on this side of the field and kind of stopped their attack.
Run.
As Lee continued to move troops from the lower portion of the field up to the northern portion of the field to try to help Stonewall Jackson hold this left. And ultimately they were able to do it. Historically, that is. We don't know how it's going to turn out here. Hey, the T-Command came back. 17 minutes left in the match. Both sides engaged.
Underneath the point. Last company. Aim.
But this is a special event, so... Oh, man. I don't think they're worrying about that. And you can see that devastating volley there.
First company. Fire!
So, nachladen, Bajonette runter.
Got the flag.
Und nach links.
Load and dress right.
And you can see Confederates moving up. It's got to be the 56 skirmishers.
That's pretty shit.
Monio, can you please stay on your position?
Okay, I know.
Oh, look at that ragdoll. Damn. What happened to that poor bastard? Must have been hiding some gunpowder somewhere and it just blew him up. Off the ground.
Prawie krzidło nie ma, chiller tam odciek. To moc z uhlu.
Ready?
Loaded.
Loaded. Forward. At the quick time guide. Center forward.
Let's try the guide left. Quick time forward. March.
Time forward, up and over, left to right, left to right. March.
Shoulder arms. At a quick time forward.
Battalion hold.
Map.
Florida, hold. We're in a bit of an awkward position to shoot from here, Danny.
Hold.
You have to hold.
Battalion. Guide center. Forward. March. At a quick time.
Guide left, forward march.
Right, left, forward march, left to right.
So Fritz having much choice. He's going to have to bring the guys out into the open. You can see the Yankees making them pay for every step.
Florida, halt.
I'm lagging. Greenberg, can you take over? I'm lagging.
Okay. Oh, ich dachte, ich nehme.
Hold. Carbide battalion at the ready.
Make ready.
Take aim.
Take aim.
Aim.
Take aim.
Links. Nordic.
Fire. Reload.
Boys, reload.
Dress to the center.
See, there was some confusion on some of the guys there on which direction to shoot.
To the center, guide right, dress.
It shows how much the men depend on these leaders to tell them exactly where the enemy is. They can't really see it either. Their position being first person, very difficult to see anything happening on the field from any kind of distance.
Take aim.
Let's go for the aim.
Come on.
First company, recover arms.
Detain. Aim.
First company, aim. First company.
Fire.
Oh, nein. Schön geschossen, First Company.
Ja, das klang sehr gut, ob es auch gut getroffen hat. Nee, Ampling, mach ruhig weiter.
Nee.
Das sind
Melde mich zurück.
Oh, Jumbo. You're on
das fast die komplette linke Einheit da.
Zwischen die Fahne und dem Feld.
Genau.
I hear Jumbo's name being called out, and you see the 20th showing up. Oh man, direct hit.
Das ist doch nicht sein Scheiß Ernst! Hör auf zu sterben, du Pfeife!
Ich hab da die First Company.
okay.
Ja, perfekt.
See, the Union line not looking so strong at the moment. Ooh, getting weaker every minute.
Loaded.
Battalion, take aim!
Take aim!
They're going to try to give it back to him.
Fire!
It's a huzzah. So the Union doing it. 12:56 left in the match.
Obwohl wir so viele sind.
Maximus, wir müssen halten hier, gell?
Schön Walsh.
Bleibt standhaft.
Zen Company, haltet.
And you can see the Confederate reinforcements flooding in.
First Company, Zen Company, hey.
First Company, make ready. Fire!
Oh, nice.
Captain, Feuerbefehle?
Ich glaube, ihr habt alle
Commence
getroffen.
fire. Company.
Fire Company.
Also einfallen.
First Company, the game.
Oh, Walsh, du schickst.
Ooh, brutal.
Fire!
All right, looks like the Confederates moving out of that position.
Auswärts fertig, ich bin dann da.
Jawohl.
Going back to the protection of the house.
Left, rechts anstellen.
Sit up, boys, if you can. You should be in
Rechts
the
anschließen, rechts anschließen. Wir stehen in Schlachtformation.
Rechts anschließen.
Den Schlachtformation.
Ranks, boys.
Yeah.
Not double columns.
Genau.
They've got their backs to the enemy. Hello. So we got a Ketzer and a Kotzer. All right. Welcome, Ketzer. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for the chat. Oh! And there's a gift for you. Some good old Confederate jelly.
Greenberg? Greenberg's dead, right?
I think a lot of people are dead after that one.
Das war wirklich unnötig.
Battalion guys left for the quick time forward march.
Ja, got left, quick time. Got left, quick time. Forward. Forward.
What's that guy?
And they realize this is no longer a safe place.
Nice.
Never was. They better get out of here before more cannonballs come raining down. Because when the enemy artillery sees that red mist, they know they're doing their job.
Die 8. ist ganz da vorne bei den Fahnen. Da könnt ihr beide jetzt einfach hinmalen.
Das ist jetzt unser Left Guide.
Ich bin der Left Guide, aber ich hab's irgendwie...
I said guide left forward march, come on.
All right, and the Union moving out. Oswald in the vanguard. Doing it quietly. There's silence in the ranks. Look at this beautiful line.
Ah, ich bin ein einzelner Rear Rank.
Du schaffst das.
Da, wo man mich benötigt.
Battalion, prepare to hold.
Third Company, prepare to hold.
Color guard, prepare to hold.
Prepare to hold. Prepare to hold.
Das war eine Fleischwolke.
You see the men stretched out in a long train here. Going to get into a better position to hit the enemy, but they are exposing themselves to enemy artillery.
Center, dress to the colors. Dress to the colors. Nein, nee, noch nicht, fröhlich, noch nicht. Company, es geht nur um
Dress.
Dress colors. Ready.
Hey, take aim on the skirmisher. The little unit threat.
Fire.
And you can see that was effective. Heard Toby telling them to take aim at the skirmishers. So the 56 under some heavy pressure here from the whole Union line.
First Company, aim. Auf die Skirmisher links. Hey.
Oh my God. Another massive blast. You heard the rebel yell immediately with that artillery.
Ich glaube, 3 oder 4 Ausfälle.
Ja.
First Company,
Da sitzt noch einer im Feld.
First Company, deploy skirms und haut mit
Oh, Jumbo, you're holding the line.
Early.
Oh shit! Battalion on the enemy battalion. Hey! Fire! Ja, ich hab grad mal.
Iron Glory nicht links von mir und Schäfer auch.
Just a heavy barrage from the Confederates, man, and this is exposed. No cover. We're standing here in the open.
First company. Hey!
First company, make ready, take aim.
Fire!
Der war gut.
Hey. Third Company, lasst euch eure Zweisamkeit nicht zu sehr zu Kopf steigen.
Das war Wahnsinn.
Drück die
Der
Skirmisher.
war gut.
Behind you.
Yeah.
Die Meldung des Tages.
Operation back.
Aua. Oh je.
Flag down. Jungs, die schießen scheiße. Kommt. Ist nur die Art, die trifft.
Was? Ich bin die ganze
First
Kompanie.
Minnesota flag. First Minnesota famous for their charge at Gettysburg to secure the center when Sickles exposed part of Meade's line. It had a big gap. And Hancock went out there and said, "You see those colors?" And he was pointing out to the Confederate infantry coming across the field to the small little Minnesota, 1st Minnesota. Take them, and they did, but they attacked that line, and it gained valuable time for the Union to secure their center. And a lot of people don't really know about that anymore. But huge important point. It just seemed where General Hancock went, good things happened for the Union. He was there earlier in the first day when he actually took command of the army and secured Cemetery Heights. People don't know that either. I think Howard was in command at the time. Wasn't really happy because he outranked Hancock, but Hancock was given direct orders and he took command, got those men in the position they needed to be in. All right, here they come. Confederates marching straight out to meet their enemy, and we'll see how this ends up. Union looking pretty strong right here. It's about to be some lead rain. God, look at that. Large portion of the line going down. The bayonet charge ordered. Iverson very excited to get out there. And that's what Carroll calls fire and charge. Here they go into the enemy. We'll go with them. The chaos of battle.
Den Nordstaatlern.
Don't look back, Gala. Keep running.
Erfahren, sorry.
Marcus and Winter coming in here.
Yeah, get him, Tronius. Get him, head up.
Making sure they get everyone.
War der zum Punkt, oder?
There's no surrender in War of Rights. And the Union continuing to push. And this is what these companies did in real life. When they got an advantage, they had to push and keep that advantage as long as possible. And they're still coming. All right, they're at the point of contention. 4 minutes left in this match. Confederates are breaking. If the Union takes it now, they'll win the match.
Flags on me. Flags on me.
Roger that. Echt Pech für die.
And right now, Winters is securing that position for the Union.
Und ich habe einen Schuss abgegeben. Ich habe auch ja, ich
First company on me.
Wir bleiben am Fence.
Einfallen. Over here, second company.
Frank trying to probably draw his men away from the point of contention, I imagine. I don't think they're trying to win in that fashion during this week, but they're still securing the point, so they're going to win. All right, well, do the Confederates have an answer for this?
Markus, im Blue Rank an.
They don't have much time left. This thing's gonna be over.
Ja, sehr schön. We're not on the Stonewall, cause it sucks.
Wunderbar.
Da kommt die Fahrt.
Läuft richtig gut.
Fiber Battalion, ready!
Well, I don't know if they didn't notice or maybe it's just turned off and it won't respond, but when this blue line gets around, this should be the match. And there it is. It's over. Union victory.
The Nicodemus farmstead suffered little structural damage during the battle, despite the immense amount of shells which screamed a deadly whine above it from the exchanges of counter-battery fire between the Confederates on Nicodemus Hill and the Union artillery stationed en masse at the Joseph Poffenberger farm just above the North Woods. But for the women and children which had briefly taken refuge in the Nicodemus farmhouse prior to the battle starting, few wished to remain to find out if an errant shell might crash towards them instead.
Bloody Lane. All right, guys. Well, if you like that, make sure to hit that like button. Consider subscribing. We do this every week on Twitch. We're here on Saturday, and I'll put the videos out throughout the week. Very special week. Again, we want to thank Evan Hayes and Gary Edelman for coming on to the stream, the American Battlefield Trust. Thank you to the 52nd New York for raising money for the trust. Trusty Jam in the stream, thanks for commenting as well. He says, thanks for the stream and for spreading the word of War of Rights as well as the importance of battlefield preservation. Very well said, Trusty. We all love your game, and we all grow together. So thank you all, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.